Hey everyone, as we are getting ready for student, teacher, parent, whatever your configuration conferences are, I wanted to share an alternative to Sign Up Genius if you are not a fan of that. This has been a feature now for about a year, so I wanted to throw it out there to you. You can create a booking calendar in Google Classroom, and this is how I have a lot of you sign up to meet with me. Super easy, doesn't require logins. I wanted to show you how to run it. So you open up the Google Classroom and you go to settings. And the first thing you do is over on this left-hand menu, you see appointment schedules. You click that, or you could just scroll. And you make sure that it is clicked here to create appointment schedules. Once that's turned on, we're good to go. We can get out of settings. Here's how you set it up for the parents. You go to create, appointment schedule, parent teacher conferences, or whatever it is, converses, whatever you want to call it. How long should each appointment last? I believe we were told 15 minutes, so that's easy. I am not going to say repeats because these are kind of one times, right? So maybe the first date I'm doing mine, I'm making this up, the 23rd, and I'm going to start meeting at 2:45. Since it doesn't have that, I'm going to make that. And I will work until, I don't know, 6:15. Okay. I can add another date. Maybe I'm also going to work on Thursday night, and I will do the same thing. I will do 2:45. I'm going to say 2:30 just so it's faster. You get the point. You continue to add the dates and times you will be hosting conferences. Don't add time before or after. Only do the hours you choose to offer. Eastern time would be a good idea. You can set the scheduling window, including how long they have until the meeting for they can book. I know some people get kind of crazy with 4 hours. Could they book at lunch and show up after school? Do you have time to prepare? So 12 is not unusual here. You could also pick 24. I don't know that you have to mess with this part because they wouldn't know. Booked appointment settings. You really don't need time between appointment slots because we're trying to run them back to back. But if you wanted a buffer of 1 minute, 5 minutes, whatever, and maximum bookings will already be limited by our time, so we don't need to mess with that. It's going to check your calendar. Okay, I don't want it checking any of my other calendars. But if you wanted to do all of your conferences with someone, you could share your calendar with them, and maybe I could check my calendar and Erin Odell. And that way, if Erin and I are conferencing with all of the kids together, it's only going to offer them times that are for both of us, and then it will put it on both of our calendars if we get booked. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Sorry, Erin. And then you click next. Booking page, photo and name, that's just your identification. Where would you like to meet? In-person meeting, and I will be in Coy 1504. You could put whatever you have. You could add a description if you choose or not. This one, what do you want them to fill in when they are booking? Their first name and their last name, probably great. Email address, probably great. You know, the other thing I would add, custom item, student name, just in case they have, different last name, fun stuff like that. And I made that required as well. Require email verification, that's up to you. Booking confirmations and reminders. It will send them a calendar invite that they can choose to accept or not. It will send them an email reminder, and you can choose when before. Once you're happy with that, you click save. So now what I have done, and if you noticed, it was building that off to the side. I don't know if you could tell or not. You can click open booking page. And this is my parent-teacher conference page. I have no dates available this week. That's why it looks empty. But look, I said I would be available on Monday the 23rd, and here are all of my slots. This is exactly what a parent sees. So if they want to come in and meet with you at 4:15, they're going to click it. They're going to fill in the form. They're going to book it. They get the calendar invite. It's going to disappear off my calendar. But when I go to well, let's say off my booking calendar. Okay, when I go back to my real calendar, if I go back to this date, this little guy right here, look, Colton Osterfeld, it's going to show up right there for me. And if I need to see my booking calendar, you can see it living off to the side here. I can click on it and open my booking page. All right. The only thing you still need to know is how do you share it. It's really easy. You click the share button, you grab that link to the page, copy the link, and that's what you put in whatever documentation the office is requiring. Post it on your web page, email it to parents. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that is another alternative. I'm not saying one's better than the other. You may have a preference, but I wanted to give you the option. And I'm happy to help troubleshoot if I can. Let me know.